Well, hello, my chaotic crew. It is I, your fearless introduction podcast guy, Bentley Michaels. Hey, hope you're all doing well. Hope the allergies aren't out there getting too much into your nostrils and eyes there, kid. I am suffering like a hero. Hey, everybody. If you haven't reviewed us, if you haven't subscribed to us, if you just come across us, make sure you go to iTunes, give us a little 5 stars, give us a review, help us climb the charts. Also, very special release last week, exclusively on Patreon for free. Go to our Patreon, patreon.com/chaotic amateurs, and you can hear a sweet, sweet interview with me and DM of Adventure Incorporated. Also, make sure you hit up awesomedice.com. Use the promo code Chaotic at checkout. Get 15% off. I think we're going to be doing something fun with them. And also, the 45th Parallel, Aliens, Conspiracies, me and my other friend Boz from the first season, Anton, brought it back for the summer. But enjoy the music.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of Chaotic Amateurs.
And welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, iTunes, D&Ds, and more importantly, our listeners' hearts. Number one 5e play podcast on the internet. I am your host and DM for Season 3, Bentley Michaels. To my right, we have...
Caleb is Cinder Darkloft.
Dash is Peleus.
Rhett is Duroc. And Milo is Ren.
And on the last episode, ladies and gentlemen, and technically the last session for us, the Golden Lady sits at Lady of the Yellow. Our heroes felled the dungeon crawl. They came out onto an open area high in the skies. Even after going hundreds and hundreds of feet down, they then fought 3 stone dragons. Duroc did Mini Bulgurum on one of them, and afterwards, the Golden Lady disappeared, and you just heard the voice of Sidset Lady of the Yellow as the sword, oddly enough, floated over to Cinder. And you heard the voice saying that he was worthy to carry the sword. And everyone went, what the f***?
Including Cinder.
Yeah, including Cinder. And we do not have our old friend Riley here for this, but who knows? Maybe she'll be back. So you were all standing there, and if you all remember, you have the little entrance down here. It's just a big, floating thing, and then there was the empty egg holder, and then the sword thing, and then the dragons were here. And you guys were basically right there. And none of that works well for the listener. But that is where you are. Probe, you see Probe.
Oh, yeah, Probe. I forgot about Probe.
Totally with us this whole time.
Yep. Yeah. Probe is excitingly running over to you, going like, you guys did it. You found the sword. He's waving your stick or your staff or whatever, Ren, that you gave him for protection all the way back when you guys were murdering that orc, those 2 orcs while you were getting your caravan there.
Murder's a strong word. Self-defense.
As they were walking away.
Yeah.
Well, they were strategically
you never know when a
planning
sneak attack.
Yeah, that was a tactical retreat.
Tactical retreat. They were trying to kill us. Self-defense, that's what I'll claim.
I've got witnesses.
Go witnesses.
Yeah, it's nice. It's sunny. It's bright out. The breeze is blowing. You can see that you are in and amongst the clouds, like a Mario Brothers game. And does anybody have a can or? No. All right. Well, and now
no adventure today. Sorry.
The adventure begins.
You could just cut one from anywhere. The last billion episodes.
Rat, I know how editing works.
All right, so Cinder's worthy of the sword. I'll be honest, didn't see that one coming.
Kind of shocking, if I'm being honest.
For what reason?
Remember when we first met him and he tricked us into killing people?
Yeah, he seems kind of shisty. You wouldn't think he would be worthy of a sword.
Okay, guys, let's
You can hear me
back off.
saying this, right? I'm saying it to you.
Yeah.
I don't think you're worthy.
I get the point. But moving on.
Yeah.
I have the sword.
But enough of all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to make it perfectly clear that it's not as good as my sword.
I don't know. Hold it out. Let's compare.
I'm not saying it might not be bigger. I'm saying mine's better.
You guys can compare swords later. Let's take a look at the one that has been granted to you, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
You only have half of it? Or do you have the whole thing?
Half.
He's got the whole thing.
You got
Yeah,
the whole
I
thing.
gave him the other half.
That's right.
Sure.
You got the
Surrender.
whole thing now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put it
geez.
together. It glowed.
That's right. And that's
It floated to you.
You know,
Okay.
though, honestly, it might be better if you just let me use it, because you're kind of like our whip guy, right? You like to do whip stuff.
That is true. You are a whip guy. Yes.
So,
It's weird you're now a sword guy.
I
you
mean,
know?
But you had a sword, right, as well? You
Yeah.
you
Check
wielded.
your inventory.
no, I don't think so.
What?
I'm pretty sure you have like a rapier or something, or like... Look, Cinder, it's even more... You've seen what I can do with one sword. Imagine what I can do with two.
Yep.
I'll hold them
Longsword,
both in
whip,
one hand.
And hand axe.
So
Yeah, that's why I gave you the sword.
I want to go to the podium or the stage or whatever it is.
Sure.
I just kind of want to look around and say, so Sid Set, Lady of the Yellow, whoever you are, I guess. Why him, and what is he supposed
Why
to do with it?
him?
And I just kind of like look around. I'll look for a dragon maybe flying in the clouds, or listen for anything.
You hear the beautiful sunny day wind blowing through your hair, Red.
Okay. And I gotta.
Are you going to try to kill me? And take the sword?
God, I hope so. Because you guys are still down whatever HP from that last fight, I believe.
Yeah, not much.
Cool. So
Although, no,
No, I got healed.
No,
that's
we got
right.
healed.
Ren, that's right. Ren
I-
basically brought you guys all back up
Yeah.
to
healed for like 180 hit points or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's no biggie, whatever.
Yeah, honestly, I'm fine.
Never mind. I did not prepare the spell I thought I did.
You didn't know that, though. You could have just cast it.
Yeah,
I
that's
have to
true.
be honest with my spells.
So
Wow.
I want to look at the sword. I want to examine it.
How does it make you feel?
Yeah, do you feel like...
Yeah. Does it make you feel
Do you feel
warm?
worthy?
Do you feel warm?
No, I'm kind of dumbfounded, to be honest.
Yeah, we are too.
I kind of was comfortable being the whip guy.
Look,
Yeah.
I've got big hands. I can hold two swords in one.
Listen,
What? No,
A
that makes
mystical-
no sense.
a mystical dragon told me that I'm supposed to have this sword.
Mystical
So,
Dragon told me a lot of things.
If you have a problem with it, you can.
That's accurate. Yeah, no, that's true.
Durok just naming episode titles left and right.
You could take it up with Sitset.
Honestly, it's fine.
You say that frequently, but
Hey,
it
boys,
doesn't sound like it.
how about we try to get off this island now? Now that we got what we came for,
Yeah.
I think maybe it's time to skedaddle.
Are you sure we shouldn't maybe like lay waste to some of these orcs now?
Lay waste.
Sorry, it's the sword talking.
What are you talking?
It's the sword.
Genocide? That sword went to your head.
The sword starts to float to someone else.
It just floats up into the skies.
Yeah, it's like
the sword's just like, nope, not this for.
it's like Mjolnir. It just becomes suddenly like immovable.
Oh,
Oh god.
I want to go to the edge of this floating island.
Okay.
And look down. What do I see?
You see yourself high up in the sky, up in the clouds. Imagine, you're in an aeroplane, and just like where you can't really tell. You're way up in the. Maybe you can kind of see some ground way down there, but you definitely get the idea that you're higher because you've fallen out of the sky with the other dragon. old Inendrail after her magic show. And you definitely have the feeling that you're way higher than you were there. And like your cloak would kick in at some point, but like if you jumped off, it would be a while before it kind of before you got to the ground or something like that. Yeah, we haven't ever really dealt with the limitations of your cloak flying and that sort of thing, but there are definitely limitations to it.
I've been avoiding them as much as I can. I only use them when necessary.
So, do I get a sense that now holding the sword that I can maybe talk to Sidset or anything like that? You know how
I would say that if Duroc, while berating you about swords and how
it's totally not a big deal.
he totally brings out at one point about how and swords are a big responsibility, and I mean you have to attune to your sword in order for it to become one with you, to become a warrior. And then he like goes off and like you're attuning to my sword, and so you're a man of mystical tongueness and magic. So you lick the sword and you realize.
I was gonna say he hasn't licked it yet, which is surprising.
Yeah, I mean, so
I'm waiting for everybody to turn around. Like,
if you want to do like a
I
test
kinda,
lick where you're kind of
Cinder, are you licking your sword over there?
What? No.
What? No, you are.
Yeah. That sounds gross.
But if you're holding the sword and you get enough magical thing, like if you want to do a little snaky tongue flick, you get the idea that you could be more deeply connected to this item, and you hear faintly whispered in your head, "Attune to the sword," in Sidset's voice. You definitely feel a power from it. You just don't know how to open that door yet.
Okay, gotcha.
But I will tell you this: spoilers. If you attune to it, one of your things actually affects your whip.
So I could be sword and whip guy?
Not at the same time, but
I'm the sword guy.
What if?
I'm talking to the DM right now, Duroc.
He's
What if-
whispering to his sword.
What if you lassoed your whip around this sword, and then you had like a whip sword,
That would be really cool.
and then
Honestly,
Like that.
that's
Hit the deck,
that
guys.
wushu chain.
like that,
and honestly, wouldn't it be cool? Like you tie half of the sword on each side, and then you spin it just like, Oh my god!
So
Whenever you get going like that, I know a sound effect's coming like a. And then this happens, and then whoosh, whoosh.
Just imagine your whip with two swords on either side, and you just start spinning
Wielded
it
by
around.
me. So give me the sword.
and your whip. I'm gonna need both.
So
We have a problem.
where do we need to go from here?
Ren, what would you like to do? And then I will answer you,
seriously.
Dash.
Get us back on
there so
track.
frustrated.
So it seems like something has happened with Sidset. She has maybe been freed now by bringing the lady in yellow here. They've like joined together or something. I don't really know, honestly.
Where did you hear that?
I get that impression that she's not here now.
Weren't they the same person?
No. Wait, I guess
Yeah.
they.
Yeah, the lady in yellow was Sidset.
Well, maybe she's more willing to be a real dragon and fly around.
Oh, now she's like a dragon.
a
Is she
dragon.
totally obliterating this
Do you
place
think
now?
she?
That's what I'm kind of wondering.
Is she laying waste to the orcs?
If she is maybe taking back the island at this point,
All right.
I think we should maybe go down,
Yeah,
up.
that's
Yeah.
the problem.
All right, let's go check this out.
Is there?
Yes.
Can I check to see if there's any obvious, like maybe teleportation rune or circle around on this little island? Can I make some kind of Arcana check?
My thoughts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sweet.
Dice are heavy.
Non-natural 20.
Great. So, since you gents are sort of in the middle of this little floating thing, and Ren had gone over, west a little bit and kind of peeked over the edge to check out what was there. I keep wanting to call you Goldman. Peleus, you get a weird little tug. Little tug. You
Getting
feel
a
that
tug, boys.
you feel that magical tug in your navel, and you over here to the east, you start following the tug, and you get to the edge of the floating island thing there, and what you see is sort of like attached to the edge of it, almost like a. It looks like it's made of wood and everything, and it looks like a dock to you. Like,
Okay. Maybe
if there was if this was in water, a ship would be pulled up next to it.
Oh, okay. Hey, boys, over here, there's a dock thingy. Maybe we could hitch a ride on something. So I'm gonna go over there to the dock, and is there anything on this dock that I could pull or touch or
tug.
or tug?
Give it a jerk.
Or
Yeah.
You see stuff. You see a couple of ropes that are tied to the pillars, like you would tie up to a ship to kind of like keep it there, but they're nicely wound in a circle, like they're waiting for a ship or something like that to be held there.
Yeah, those would be called pilings.
Yeah, I go over there and I look at it and I say, this doesn't make any sense. We're in the sky.
Yeah.
This is a dock.
Are we going to get an airship?
maybe.
Have you ever piloted, captained an airship?
Airship. Hello?
Does anything happen?
Roll me history check.
History coming at you.
22.
Perfect. Peleus, all of a sudden it dawns on you. You go, wait a minute. I've got a ship in a glass bottle from the loot layer that I stole from myself.
Oh, yeah. That shit. Hold on. And I pull it out. Okay, and then I'm just
How
gonna...
do you get it out?
That's just a ship in a bottle, Peleus.
Yeah, well, I'm a wizard, you dinkus. I mean, you don't think this is probably magical?
That's a fair point.
Oh, I've got a good guess that this is magical. I'm gonna pop the cork and
right.
just see what happens.
Well, if that's magical, then I have no idea.
Do you want me to swing the sword at it?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop the cork
Okay.
on my... it would be so funny if it was just a ship in a bottle. It's just nothing magical. He's just messing with me. And I pop the cork. And
Okay.
I aim it.
Oh, you aim it for her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of wince and I look away because I really don't know what's gonna happen.
And you all stand there for a second, hearing the wind blow,
Talking about
and
how
then
dumb
you
this
open
song
one
is.
eye, open another, and you just see Pele sort of like standing there with the cork open.
Yeah. See, I had a feeling it was just a ship in a bottle. I don't even know why you took that, honestly.
So, yeah, I know.
Maybe try breaking the bottle.
Break
Is there
the
like
bottle.
magic words or something? Like, what if you said like sim salabim?
Can
Or
you just like dump it out and shake it? Is it?
I'm gonna try and shake it.
No, you definitely tell it's like an actual ship in a bottle where you
Don't
couldn't
break
go
it.
through the
Don't break the.
you couldn't get through the
Boat.
the hole there because
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Look, is
Can't
it?
do it.
Put it in there and
All right, well, this is a waste, and I break it onto the dock.
So you just throw it down like a
Yeah,
kid.
just shatter it. I'm like, what?
Okay.
It's dumb.
What if that was a jar of holding or something?
I don't know. It doesn't matter now.
All
You
right.
guys just want to jump?
So you turn around, like you throw it down, you turn
for the
around and walk
bushes.
away, but you start to hear the creaking of wood and stuff like that. And Peleus, as you have broken it, the ship starts to enlarge. It starts to enlarge and sort of set itself right, magically, next to the dock, as it were. And Peleus, I was going to say standing, but that's not what ships do. Floating in front of you in the sky, Peleus. Very a la Back to the Future 2. It looks like your ship. The front has even been restored. Your busty mermaid that was blown off by what was it? That red dragon guy? What was
Yeah.
his name?
Oh yeah.
Something.
Cinder, Dark Laugh, or something.
Yeah, the worst ever. The guy that you met at the beginning.
Roll
of
in
season
the
3.
red.
Roll in the red. That's it.
I'll remember.
Yeah, it looks like your ship, but it looks a little sleeker. It looks like it's got a new coat of paint on it. You know, it's like a nice darker sort of like ash blackish gray. You know, it looks sleek, man. It's definitely somebody has definitely sort of restored this baby for you.
Wait a minute. This is the thing that Peleus had in the loot layer.
Yeah, the implications of this are pretty wild. Like time-wise.
Yeah. Haven't we gotten in trouble for messing with time before?
We
Not
kind
me.
of lost our friend over it. Yeah.
Also, is nobody concerned about this ship just floating in midair?
It's kind of seems par for the course at this point.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, right? I mean, we got a way down, so
We have a wizard, for crying out loud.
I mean, okay.
so
magic is
I'm
real.
gonna climb aboard the ship and
Feels good.
All right.
gesture them on.
All right.
Shotgun.
Put one foot on and step, and then the other foot.
Yeah. No. It all. Yeah. You get on, and it does sort of like bounce or rock a little bit, like you were in the water, like you would feel like
nice.
that. But you realize that you're in and amongst the clouds.
Does it have a crew that was shrunken down with it?
You're looking at one of them.
They didn't resize. They're all just.
They're just tiny.
Because wasn't Cinder
Yeah.
part of the crew
He
originally
was,
on the
yeah.
boat?
Yep.
Strangely,
Cinder,
the only one with a name.
Cinder and Billy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Billy. That's right.
Billy the red shirt.
All right.
Now the dead shirt.
That's when I met Yum.
So I say to the boat, down.
Wait, is Cinder on it yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
guys
hopped
all
on.
go. You just
I
go
was,
away.
I was comfortable
Yeah, you guys are all
getting on.
All right, fine.
Yeah. So, Peleus, you're gonna go up to the helm, and there's gonna be a note posted there to you, a little knife, like right in the classic, and it says to Peleus.
No
We've made a few modifications to the ship. I hope this finds you well and in your time of need. And if my calculations are correct,
Doc.
it should have. I hope. Anyway, see you later. Future Peleus.
Dope.
Wow, you must have become quite an accomplished wizard in the future.
Maybe. I mean, that's one timeline.
Let's go.
All right, Leah, we
Pilot
set.
this
Where are we going? Do we want to
does
go
your-
back to the main?
Does
to
your
the
magical
island?
map say anything?
Honestly, where we're going, we don't need roads.
I'd say
Because we're in the
first
sky.
thing, we should just go down and see where we're at, and make a decision from there.
Aren't we? Okay. Well, weren't we like above the island?
Well, but we were going down the entire time, so who's to say?
We're up and down.
Oh my
down.
God.
Down is up.
I
Okay.
I say check the magical map if you still have it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I checked the magical map.
Okay. You check. I honestly didn't expect you guys to do it that quick.
He's used to 20 minutes of bickering
learned,
first.
We've learned. Yeah.
No, I've got the directions. Wait. And then it's usually Milo. Wait, check the map. Yes. Okay. So you check the magical map, and what you see now, while sort of in the upper left-hand corner of the map, you see the landmass of Bog Lake, and sort of an X, a red X in the middle, kind of pulsing, and you assume that's kind of like where you are. It's just in the middle of the landmass. It doesn't give a height or depth or anything, but you're confident that you're still pretty much where you are-ish. It's just, magic and things.
Yeah.
In D&D.
Yeah.
And then what you see is like a light outline of the landmass of what was Bulgarum and Relsarin and what
I think
landmass? Sorry, I don't have
Relsarin
my notebook in front of me.
Boglate?
That's where we're at right now.
Oh, I didn't hear the question.
You liar. Bravik? No.
No, that's on a different landmass. Anyway, so you see the landmass with Relsarin and Versberg on it.
Laurelin.
That's the Elven at the bottom of that, but that's not the landmass. And then you see the upper landmass, which had which is Zarvog's landmass, which was the one with freaking where season 1 took place.
Bravik.
Thank you. That on it. You see Boglate up into the northwest, and while these are like lighter outlines, down sort of south and southwest, you see a very darker outlined landmass known as Rel Serin, and it's even more darkerly outlined than Boglate, which is one you were currently on. Oh, nice. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah. Oh, Ochin, the landmass with Zarvog. Ostristan houses Versberg and Laurelin, and that's Inandrails. Rel Serin is Nearsis's, and then Sidset was Boglate, and that's the one you're on. Thank you, Caleb. He brought up his phone with my drawings on them. So, in the inference that you're getting, I would say, is that Rel Serin is darker outline than everything else, and Boglate is the second darkest outline, and then the other two are just sort of like light, chalkish drawings or whatever.
So, Rel Serin.
So we've released 2 of the 3 dragons that we could possibly be friends with. I guess the third one would be the one that this robe, cloak came from.
This cape. My cape. Okay, so are we all in agreement? Rel Serin?
I am really curious what's going on down below here.
Oh, on Boglate?
At least find out maybe what's going on in the capital or in the cities. We could also swing by your boat. And maybe have them begin sailing to where we're going.
Yeah, we've got a fleet now.
I've got 2 boats.
That makes you like an admiral or something now.
Well, I'm an admiral. I've never been an admiral or a captain.
So maybe we go check out that bottom town that we started out and get your other boat and have it start sailing.
Okay.
We're going to go to my other boat.
Where you guys parked it?
Yeah, where we parked it.
Don't forget the booby traps.
Yeah, and we're going to remember the booby traps.
Oh, yeah, your spell.
And untrap them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we ended up doing the traps after you just...
Yeah, your Rube Goldberg freaking lamps or whatever it was. Yeah.
I hope we left enough oil.
I did mark down 2 things of oil.
Try to mouse trap that boat.
Yeah. Oh, you doing poetry?
Got a good one.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to haiku I do. Paley says I do song. You were supposed to do the haiku.
Oh, I was wondering
version.
what that note said. I do haiku. I was like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, of course I do. I don't know what this meant.
I bought this notebook for haiku.
I was like, wait, why is that even underlined? I was like, I must have had to test my pen or something. Like, I just couldn't figure that out. I'll underline that again.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same.
Double underlined.
Don't make a note next to it that says Paley song or anything.
I really do haiku.
Okay. Oh, I guess I really do haiku. Gosh.
All right.
More emphasis, please. That's funny.
How long is this trip going to take us down to the island? If we're just going down,
your cruise. Well, Paley's has got to get used to a little bit of air shipping. His helm now not only does it turn right and left, but it also he can kind of push it forwards and pull on it backwards, and that he's sort of getting used to that, making it dive, pulling it, evening it back out, that sort of stuff. So as Peleus gets used to this and, air shipping and that sort of thing, he also notices a couple of different levers next to the right of his helm. And as I was assuming Peleus would, he's like, these are new. What is it? And he just pulls it. And it the first lever drops the first mass in front, and the second one drops the second. So he's like, oh. And then like when he pushes them back, they start to slowly go back up, like the screen at our theater. That sort of you've got automatic
sales.
Automatic sales now. You've been
makes my
been
job
upgraded.
easier.
But they drop into place really quickly. It's just the winch takes them a while to get back up.
Sweet.
So
All right.
as Peleus goes down, he's just cackling like a madman, having fun, like diving and doing different stuff. And I would say it takes you about an hour. And as you go down or whatever, you continue looking at the map, and it was like that was the way the towns were set up, and you guys were parked basically down at the, for all intents and purposes, the south end of the island, a little bit southeast rather, because you had to walk west into town number 6. As you go down, you see town number 6 sort of overhead. Like when you're starting to land in a city on a plane, like you see it. You do notice though, like as you're going down, how much the island color-wise is unique to you. Where the center, once you sort of broken the clouds, the center is very, very green and foresty, but when you're up that high, you can see that they really have been mining this for a long time. And as far as you can kind of see, like you look out and around or whatever, as it goes out to the edge of the landmass, it definitely goes from green, and then it sort of lightens out and it just turns to dust. And you can just actually see how much that they've sort of, you would imagine this land was once almost more like a perpetual rainforest, but how much they've just sort of taken it out systematically, just trying to find. And you also notice that like there are other sort of rock formations, that sort of thing. So even though, as I believe one of you guys said, who wouldn't notice a tall, like, standy rock formation in the center of the island? You can tell that it's kind of like Rhett would have experience with this, like where you were down in South America, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, no, they just figure out that's a pyramid that's been covered by jungle for however long,
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
so
sense.
it's not dissimilar. I had that actually in mind when I was sort of designing this place. So as you guys continue to fly, you guys want to go straight to that ship?
Honestly, you guys want to lay waste to the orcs? I mean, we're in a sky ship now, so...
Does this thing have any guns, Peleus?
Of course it does. It's from the future.
Yeah, I think there's some cannons on here.
I think it's got laser cannons.
I mean,
What's a laser?
but if we
Fireball
try
cannons.
to rain down terror on these towns,
Green-skinned lizard milkers.
we
Well,
might be hitting civilians.
yeah. Why don't we?
Drone strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
we're not exactly that kind.
And really, we might want to keep a low profile with this new tool that we have.
That's a good point. Does this thing got low jack?
Yeah, wizard LoJack.
Also, just maybe killing indiscriminately isn't a good thing.
Oh, by the way, Probe was having a great time.
I wanted to talk to Probe actually.
He's like, wee! Every time Peleus does nosedive, he's, wee!
Probe hasn't had this much fun in ages.
So Probe,
Yeah.
obviously you've been absolutely integral in everything that we've done up until this point.
Well, thank you very much. Probe knows what to do. What
Here
can I
comes the
say?
pitch. Oh, Ren.
But in all honesty, if there's something that you need to do here,
You trying to get rid of Probe so the DM doesn't have to play him anymore?
we
So
would
you
totally
quit forgetting
understand.
about Probe?
Just kick him over the side. Say
Well,
hi
I-
to your mother for me.
So what was the thing? What?
I'm just basically asking him if he has business here in Boglate.
Well, I mean, you kind of saw my business. I was a slave.
But I have this feeling that things are going to be better here now that Sidset has come back. And you'll be able to worship her and follow her, and she'll make things better for
What made
all
you
of
think she ever
people.
went anywhere?
Well, she was just an elf for a while, so...
Just an elf. Does Peleus
You act
hear
like
that?
it was. You act like it was a curse, and not maybe her
impression I
choice.
got.
Interesting. All right.
I'd like to parlay with this fine crew. Perhaps if we needed a bigger crew, we got Probe. We could go get more goblins. on our boat, and they could be our crew.
Offer them a living wage.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I mean, they're filing I-9s. These are independent contractors.
Yeah, honestly, look, just the fact that they don't have their own business sense, that's not on
At least
us.
doesn't have healthcare on this baby.
But no, I just meant like maybe we
It's
could
not a bad
liberate
idea.
some slaves and get some crew while we're at it.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't make a living wage. Peleus doesn't pay us to work his boat.
Yeah, but you do anyways.
We have more divine aspirations than just payment.
And
So-
Duroc, you're
true.
rich.
Yeah, I am. So
You've got like 1,200 gold pieces or something.
I got more than that.
What do you guys think about dropping off Probe and telling him to round out some people that he trusts and he think would be good workers, and then meet us at the boat?
I mean, is having a goblin crew a bad thing? Like, what?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah?
We could always kill him. I'm joking.
That's
Guys,
not-
calm down.
All right. I'm not. No. Peleus, you would know. Goblins,
Yeah,
yes
goblins
or no?
don't make good
Sailors?
sailors, yeah, not really. They're tiny, their hands don't work the ropes right. They also try and steal stuff. I mean, I steal stuff, but you know. I'm supposed to.
What about those other slaves that we saved? Are those all goblins?
Yeah.
And one no.
Yeah, there was some gnomes.
Let's go get those gnomes. Would they be good sailors?
No.
All right, never mind.
Peleus, do you not want more crew?
I can captain these ships myself, so.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
See?
I was just thinking, like, we
I've
could
got
get our
numbers.
own personal little army, sail down to wherever we need to go.
Don't I have a couple people or some people on the other boat to man it?
That was
no, it
Billy.
was just you guys.
Yeah.
It was just us.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we left it. Yeah, that's right. With the
So
cannons.
we would need someone to.
It was just you guys because
Steer
like
the other
you had
ship.
Cinder and Billy the Red Shirt when Yamhorn originally, and then Yamhorn died instead of Billy.
Guys, do we?
How about I go and recruit a few goblins with Probe? We take the other ship and we sail it to this other island or this other continent, and we meet you guys there.
I nervously look at the other two.
All right,
I mean,
Let me ask you this:
that's fine.
a flying ship is a pretty awesome asset.
yeah.
I don't think we should get rid of this quite. Like,
We fly as a fleet.
Yeah.
okay,
The other
okay.
one
We got
We
one
fly-
ship in the sky,
I just-
one ship in the water. Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty powerful.
Does the DM have a plan for that? For us amassing more and
I don't
more
care
ships.
what you do.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe
I'll
we
make
should
it
just
work.
fly
It
to
doesn't
wherever
matter
we're
to me.
going.
Good. So
I'm excited because I
love
forgot
this.
about that other ship, so I'm already up against the ropes here. I'm having a great time.
Cool.
Peleus,
Okay.
is there a chance that that other boat flies and you just don't know it?
Yeah, there's always a chance, but probably not. Has it been satiated?
It's peaking.
Your bloodlust is peaky.
Just kidding.
Not
Completely
really.
rational person.
Yeah.
To be
But
fair, I
we
mean,
sh-
you guys
I'm-
fought a bunch of dragons last time.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Killed a
Ren,
bunch of
if
them.
that's what you want to do. Do you need help or do you just probe?
I think Probe will be
All
the
right.
help I would need.
Okay.
Yeah. Go do it.
What if you put your cloak on the ship? You wrapped the ship in your cloak.
I don't think that's no.
I kind of
that's a
tug
bad
at the
idea.
sides. I'm like, it seems a little small.
But it changes shape. We all saw it.
Yeah, but not to the size of a ship.
How do we know?
I'm pretty sure I know.
Just a little bit ago, we had an airship in a bottle. And you're going to tell me that a magical cloak can't fit on a whole boat.
It also sounds and it would look stupid. So I hate that idea.
See the little flaps in the back.
Yeah.
I don't want to see my ship in a cloak.
I personally don't want to drape my ship in a dumb cloak.
Well,
It's an awesome cloak. What are you
Oh,
talking about?
yeah.
Well,
It is
that's-
awesome. It just looks,
that's an entirely
Amazing and fashionable and
none of those things.
That's an entirely
would
different
never
issue
wear
than
it.
the fact that it just wouldn't work. So, fair enough.
And we just hit ground.
Although it
Ship breaks.
Cinder,
No one's been steering this ship,
Cinder,
and I'm just
Oh yeah, you guys
free-diving.
had a side huddle and like, it's just been,
Cinder, it would be helpful to have someone who knows how to man a ship.
Okay.
I will say that while you're talking, you've all gathered around Peleus as he's flying this thing, and you have landed in the water. Let's see here. Where's my Peleus dice?
And I speak Goblin too, so
Ooh, and with a 17, Peleus smooths.
You didn't even notice.
He's just like one little thump and shh.
It's like he's been flying skyships his whole life.
And he pulls it into the little cove. You see your ship that's been tied up there for, gosh, what's it?
A few days.
Yeah, it's definitely been a couple of days.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop over to the other ship and
Okay.
disengage my magic trap.
Okay.
Good idea.
I'm gonna take it
We
off
didn't rig the cannons.
oh, okay.
We just did the magical trap.
and make sure everything is ship shape.
Yeah, we only
And
spent
I
a
want to
couple
do like a perception check, make sure no one's stowed away on my ship.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
that's
I'll lend the assist action. You have advantage because I'm helping.
Oh, okay. Ooh, 21.
All right. So you make Peleus goes into a mode that is rarely seen by his compatriots, and you see him get super, super professional, and he starts just like going over the ship like he's got like you can definitely tell he's got like a checklist. He's a seaman who knows his ship. And he's going through, looking nooks and crannies, sometimes waving his his hands are like, and he's just, and then he disappears under.
Do we see like some smuggling compartments that we never knew were there?
I mean if you're going with him.
I helped him. Yeah.
Oh,
Do I
okay.
see them? Nobody else. Just me.
He's checking the boat.
Yeah.
So what do I find on the ship?
Your ship seems to be
everything's
seems to
ship-shape?
be exactly how you left it. You see when you go underneath, you see the sort of remnants of their candle Rube Goldberg thing, even though like they disarmed it. You sort of see like cannons out of place, which strikes you as weird. And then you look to Duroc.
Yeah, we were all there for that.
I'm gonna resituate the.
Well,
the
he
cannons.
wasn't there for that. Peleus wasn't.
we were downstairs by
You guys were
ourselves.
under. You guys are under.
We were in
So
the same room.
You want me to put the?
Oh, it's fun. I'll do it. So I'm gonna resituate my cannons and stuff.
okay, you get everything back the way Peleus likes it, and your magic. You being a powerful wizard, your magic. You're like no one seems to have come down here, and it's not a very. Like I said, it's in a cave, and there's sort of like a small stairway that brings you up onto the surface. So, unless someone was like really trying to like dock here, but once again, this island has those all around, and on the nicer sides over here, like on side one, like I said, they've got like the apartments that sort of like hang off, like hotels that sort of hang off the edges, and clear glass floors, for tourists.
Yeah.
Okay, so Peleus is gonna hop back over to the other ship. And
Me too.
And Ren and Cinder are gonna go onto the first ship, right?
Go
Pale
into
lady.
town and recruit.
You guys are gonna go recruit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
I think we maybe only need just a couple.
yeah, it doesn't seem to take many to run these.
All right. Well,
Well, to be fair, Peleus is an experienced sailor.
So
How
is Cinder.
experienced are you guys?
Cinder's got to be pretty. experienced.
Yeah.
Cinder's gotta be-
Cinder's experiencing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we didn't you like do a battle on a ship and do some piloting at
Oh,
some
I've
point?
definitely been on many ships.
Yeah.
I don't know about piloting.
If you guys, before you go, could recruit people with some sea experience,
Like having at least touched the ocean once or twice.
right?
Probably
I don't
better.
want a goblin vomiting on my deck.
I also feel like
Noted.
goblins don't really like water all that much, so
Oh well,
it could
then,
take some
good luck.
convincing.
Find the gnomes.
Or
No?
maybe
Okay.
like a human slave, maybe like a strong slave. I don't know how that sounds, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
no orcs though, right, Peleus?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That would-
if it's a good orc, Not
Good at-
against
How can we tell if it's a good?
There's
orc?
no good orcs, so just ignore that advice.
if he's maybe been
Well-
enslaved.
Didn't you guys have a friend that was an orc at some point?
Yeah, Yuri. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
see?
a half orc. Big difference.
Okay, so are you guys gonna go into town and
Yeah.
attempt that, and then
And then we can head off.
Duroc and I are gonna chill on the boat.
Yeah.
Shirt off, catching some sun.
Yeah, we're gonna suntan.
All right.
Uh,
You take off that billowy V-neck.
Yeah, I take off my V-neck.
Is
yeah.
Peleus like really pasty white?
Yeah. No, actually, because he's so sun-kissed.
Oh yeah.
So he's got like
makes
that
True, that's even
old
better.
leathery man skin.
like Fabio.
yeah, for
except
sure.
Old.
Yeah.
Durok's like Sean Connery underneath his armor.
I would
Pulled out
imagine.
just like a wall of chest hair.
Just two manly men suntanning on a boat.
braided chest hair.
Shirts off,
Yeah.
hanging out on the deck. Okay.
A little sunscreen on the nose.
I like to imagine Durok doesn't actually take off his armor. He just like pulls off his shirt from underneath
Yeah.
the armor.
some bare arms. But
Yeah, he
The
puts
only
his-
way to suntan.
He puts his shield down, lays his shirt there as like a little pillow, and yeah. But he's got his
Nice.
armor on for sure.
All right, so you guys
The
gonna go
ultimate
into town?
farmer's tan.
the sword that I now have,
Yeah.
how is it sheathed? Like, is it,
You had a sheath for it the entire time.
Not a
Is
tiger pelt one. I kept that.
Yeah, he did take off the decorative tiger belt.
okay? Like, I'm just wondering how obvious this is going to be to people that see us.
Well, unless you're sticking it up in the air.
You want me to
Just
hang
keep
on to
it
that,
sheathed.
Cinder?
Good idea.
Unless you pull a Duroc and
pull
wave it
out
around in
and
a
I
town
start
square.
walking into
Yeah.
town.
Did I do that?
Look at this sword, everyone! Oh, and then the guards came over,
Yeah, you don't remember that?
and then and you like made this big deal about it, and then you went, "Well, I mean, I didn't do it that loud." And I'm like, you just yelled and waved your arms all over the place.
What? Wait a minute. Did this really happen?
Yes,
Yes.
it did.
All right. Fair enough.
So yeah,
Let's go.
We go.
All right. Roll for recruitment efforts.
Yeah, ask Probe if he knows anybody that might be willing to man a boat, and we just kind of head into the town. I don't know how you want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are Piet. Like, I don't care. I'll make up whatever. So you guys are going to the town,
Yeah.
and you're talking with Probe, saying we want to recruit. Like, what do you say to him?
So Probe, basically, we need some people that are willing to sail across the seas and man this ship.
You want people to escape with you.
I mean, they could look at it that way, if that's how you choose to look at it.
Well, I'm telling you that there's a guard contingent here that you're going to have to get by. You don't get to willy-nilly just go in and take people wherever you want. And if you'll remember, the last time you were here, you killed 2 people that were supposed to be coming back here and stole the transport.
I think all of those things will have worked themselves out. And
Oh, okay.
Oh no! No!
So you enter the town.
Can I walk back to the ship? Is that cool?
you're with me on this.
Yeah. Why don't you chime in, Cinder?
I was just
No, I'm not
Taken
mad.
aback.
I just think it's hilarious that Ren's walking with his out and he's just like, "F it, who cares? We'll go back to this place."
He's protected by Olagon.
Is he?
That's
so,
right. Only Durok is.
Real quick, Ren, before we get into a crowd here, or
Is Ulaga
whatever,
protected by me rolling?
should we maybe go about this in kind of a stealthy fashion? Like, do more of a hit style? Probe tells us who to go, where to go, and we just sneak our way. Because of the reasons that Probe just eloquently laid out for us.
Well, I didn't actually consider a lot of those things. And perhaps that might be a better route
Okay.
to take.
Yeah, let's do that. So I guess, yeah, Probe, if you'll lead the way.
Oh, now who needs Probe?
We've Probe.
You've always been, like I
Yeah,
said, an integral part of this group from the time we met you all the way up to the floating island.
Even
We
though
never forgot about you.
Yeah, even though it seems like we did.
I did.
Times.
I always forgot about
Yeah.
Probe. And Probe isn't happy. He's mad at me.
That's why he's cranky.
Yeah, I haven't got to talk. I was forgotten in so many episodes. Okay. So you want Probe to
We need like 2 or 3 goblins
able-bodied.
Yeah, that would be comfortable on a ship in the sea.
Now, remember, this ship is much bigger than Peleus's. Peleus's is definitely like a half size.
Do they have different names? Are they both
This is
the
a full
Peleus?
size. Yeah, the Howling Knight was the full sized one that he won from Roland the Red, and that's the one that you guys like sailed away on.
Oh,
And then I forget what Peleus's.
Pale Lady.
That was one
The
of
Pale
them.
Lady
Oh, was it?
and
Okay.
then the Howling Knight are the 2 ships that I've.
Okay, Peleus's flying ship and his Peleus ship that you guys first went on the adventure on to battle the druid. Yeah, that's the Pale Lady then,
Sweet.
and that's the flying one. And then the Howling Knight, it's about double the size.
Those are cool names.
So, how many do we need?
4.
Thanks, bud.
Okay. All right.
I like sometimes not playing for a while because you forget stuff that's been around.
I seriously feel like I haven't remembered the ship's names for months.
I don't think we've said them in months. Okay, so you guys would like to send Probe in on a little a little recon.
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
And we'll wait for a signal or see if he comes
So
back
you guys
with
stay on the
anybody.
outskirts, or what is it? Because it's at this point, I'll say it's later in the afternoon. Like the sun is 4 or 5 ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hang out on the outskirts and just kind of.
If this place hasn't been clear cut around the city, we can just stay at the edge of the city in the woods.
No, it has. It's all. This is
Oh.
the first city you went to. It's all desert. It's all.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So yeah, just an alleyway that we can duck behind, I guess,
Okay.
and hide.
And I should probably talk to Cinder while we're waiting.
Oh, geez,
Okay.
it's such a burden. I'm sorry.
I should probably talk to this guy.
I mean, I guess I should, take up some minutes of podcasting.
What twist of fate has placed me with this man?
That's exactly what Ren's thinking.
Yeah. Why no Yumhorn? Why Cinder?
Oh, Cinder.
That's his first question. Why aren't you Yumhorn?
Honestly, you met him. Remember how great he was?
What's that?
It seems like perhaps I've misjudged you in some ways.
Whoa.
Fate has led you to be here with us and given you some kind of great power here. With the sword, it's something I didn't expect. I don't know your feelings on that exactly. But
Well, I actually. I appreciate that. That probably wasn't easy for you, because I know you're probably still a little sore about losing your friend. And I'm not here to take his place, but I have job to do apparently, and there's no way that I'm going to be able to do it alone. So I have this sword. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know what to do, man.
well, a lot of people in our group have been granted like amazing abilities from items that we've uncovered. This cloak, or no, not cloak. My cloak. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not your robe.
it's hard when you just assume you said it wrong.
Just always assume I say it wrong. Is definitely very powerful, and Peleus has magics, and Duroc has his swords.
Can I do an insight check on you to see if you're being sincere?
Yeah, you are. I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I'm being
I
sincere.
can't, I don't know if it's just because I have the sword, you feel like you have to be nice to me now,
Oh, well.
or
Yeah, if you wanna roll
okay,
it, go
you
for
could
it.
roll that.
5.
Okay.
You believe him.
Wow.
You're like, hey, man, that's really nice of you.
no,
Ren
but
just, like, rolls his eyes.
100% sincerity
Okay.
coming from Ren.
So does this mean we're like best friends now? Or?
Okay, Yamhorn, cool it.
And with that lingering question hanging in the air, that's where we leave it for this week's folks. Oh, and not until next week, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, thank you all very much for tuning in. Very excited to be back playing with these guys, and hope you're excited listening. So for Season 3, I've been your host and DM, Bentley Michaels. To my right, I have...
Caleb is Cinder.
Dash is Peleus Ian Earth.
Red is Durak Dragonsbane.
And Milo's Ren.
Thank you for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.